And we live.
Oh
We
shit.
live. We live. Oh shit, we live. Let me hit this live button. Shit. What up, though? Spotlight Wednesday here. Yours truly, Drew Swift. Q. What up, man? What up, though? How you feeling? It
What
is
up, though, man?
Wednesday.
Shit's just chilling, holding it
Chilling, man.
down in the D. Had some good weather today.
Oh, did you? How's the weather over
Shit, it's
there?
about 76 today, though. I was excited. I wore
Oh
shorts today.
shit.
I mean, even it's
70.
gonna be 50 this weekend. I'm still wearing shorts, though. I don't give a shit.
You don't give a shit. You just like fuck it.
Nah, wear shorts and a thermal.
He said shorts and a thermal.
Hell yeah, fuck it, retarded ass weather.
You got your long johns on point. You ready? You got them in a drawer. Did you unpack
Oh yeah,
them?
they on deck.
You got your winter clothes and you got your summer clothes. Did you get your long johns out?
I've never actually worn like the bottom half of long johns and shit. I've never worn any.
Really?
It just seems like that's too hot, bro. Like
He
I
said
don't know,
that's.
though.
He
It get
said
cold, but not
it's
definitely
just
cold.
it's too hot. It really makes a difference though when that gust of winter wind
Yeah,
shoots you through. You're like,
right.
shit, I need those.
Yeah, I don't know. I
The
just
only
my
thing
old
is,
man.
I hate when I have to go to the bathroom. I gotta like take my pants down, like you know what I'm
I take
saying. It's like
everything down
it
like
may
a girl.
it make it hard to get your cock out. I don't even know why. You know what I mean? So
Right.
that's why I'm like, fuck. Do I want to wear them? Do I not want to wear them? What's going
Yeah, it's
on?
just a
I just
problem.
don't understand the girl thing, right? When they have the
Mhm.
full bodysuit, like they got to basically get butt naked in the stall. Like
No, for
I don't,
sure,
I don't even get that shit, right?
for sure. Dog, funny ass story. Dog, I was this was a couple years back and shit. I was down at Floods and shit. A couple of my homegirls was out there with me. And we was leaving, so one of them just got like hella drunk, right? So we was like, damn, she drunk as hell. Like I'm just gonna drive. But then she was hungry, so I'm like, we stopped at the Coney. So we stopped at the Coney, and she tried to use the bathroom. So they won't let her. Now this
Uh,
whole time she got on like one of them joints you talking about, right? I didn't realize it though. I thought she just had some tights on. So she like, "Shit, I'm gonna have to go outside. She like, come with me. And she, I'm like, all right, man, I'll just let her go out here and piss and make sure don't nobody abduct her and shit. So she go to piss, and then she realized that she got on one of them situations. I'm talking about ass naked in the motherfucking alley, dog. I'm like, she
how
like,
do you
so
how do you
she's like,
even
I gotta take all of this shit off. Like, so you can't hold that shit? She like, no. I'm like, bro, you about to get butt ass naked in the alley, bro?
how do you explain that to a cop that comes up?
Dog. Cause she can't put the shit on fast enough. So like she literally got butt ass naked, pissing and shit.
Oh man, how she had
Yeah.
to go? How she got had to go poo poo?
Oh man, I'm glad that didn't happen and shit.
She'd be like, "Let me let you use. Can I use your shirt?"
Man, what?
No, you're
No,
like,
that shit was funny as hell. I just
yeah.
never.
So I noticed
Yeah.
the cold season's coming to Michigan. Like I said, I will put them on because I know sometimes it's cold in the morning, right?
Yeah.
But to be honest with you, that's the worst part. Is like you got to pull your dick out. You got to
Yeah.
pull
Too
your
much
whole
work.
off
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, it's too much work. You out here like a whole woman and shit. Gotta get undressed to piss.
Oh,
Like, man, fuck that.
yeah. I never wore long john like underneath like the t-shirt or whatever. I just
Yeah.
didn't like it. But the
Yeah.
pants I would wear because they would be it'd be cold or
It'd
whatever.
be cold and
Or
healthy. Yeah.
if you guys go sledding or whatever, bobs, whatever, I would put them on. But
Yeah. I'm not doing no shit like that though. So I ain't gotta
yeah,
worry about that.
oh, you didn't do the whole like fucking
Hell nah. I'm not a
winter.
winter motherfucker at all. We never
No,
been sledding.
no.
Dog, I now that
You
I
said
think
just
about
white
it,
people shit.
I think I was deprived as a kid. Now that I think about it. I didn't
Yeah.
do a lot of kid shit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I
Is
don't
it
know.
just white? It was white people shit.
No, it just wasn't our shit. Like we didn't do a lot of that shit, dog. Like, a lot of homies went, sledding and shit because we had that big ass hill on I think that shit was on Mound somewhere.
Uh
And
huh.
yeah, people went. I don't fuck with it. I don't
No.
like cold and I don't like none of that shit.
You just don't like to be wet. Like
Yeah.
I think that's the worst part is to fucking be wet.
Yeah. Right. And then it's freezing and shit. Like, it's a
Yeah.
sure way to die. I'm straight up.
He said, "Sure way to die."
It's right, fucking pneumonia. I'm straight
And you
up.
know, my mom, when because we used to go, we walked to school or whatever.
Yeah.
Man, they would put everything on us, like you know what I mean, like all the whole fucking thing, sweater, fucking
Yeah.
scarf, fucking hand, like you couldn't even breathe. Like
Right.
you know what I mean, like what
Hell
the
yeah.
fuck, just to
I
get this.
kind of I kind of got lucky, I guess, because I was taking a bus to school. So like my bus stop was right on the corner. So I kind of got away with not bundling up and shit. So
So you didn't look like this in when your mom trying to get you dressed.
hell no. I'm glad too.
No,
To go to school was like getting ready for extended
Bro.
deep sea diving.
And this is my shit, by the way.
I mean, but I mean, look at that shit. Like you can't even move in that motherfucker.
Right. And then go have to piss before it's
Yeah,
over.
yeah. Like you. That's why I said you just shit and pissing your whole get up because
Right.
it's you know what I mean. That's just too much.
Yeah, it's way too much. Yeah, it's not that cold nowhere on earth, though. She put that much shit on it.
He said nowhere on earth.
No, he
Nowhere
wrapping his
burning,
whole
nowhere
face
sure.
up.
Yeah. He can't even put his arms down.
Right. That's too much shit.
Yeah. My
Yeah,
mom.
I got lucky and shit. And now I'm just bad with it. Like I don't wear coats and shit. I'm just
Oh,
like
you
if my
just got
car ever
pictures?
break down in the winter, I'm ass out.
For real? You're not
Bro,
prepared?
I'll be in that bitch with a jacket on, no gloves, nothing, just freezing as hell outside. Like it's just stupid. Like I gotta at least start bringing a coat. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
gotta bring a coat. I
Yeah.
think the thing is because when you're in Detroit, it's
Mhm.
cold outside, and then when you go inside, it's hot as fuck
It's hot
because
as fuck, right?
somebody got that fucking heat on blast, and you're like, what the fuck? Like I'm sweating like a fucking pig in here.
Exactly. So
Man,
I gotta dress in the car like it's fucking summertime because you go in the building and go sweat to death. So
you're sweat to
yeah.
death, right? And it's just hot and uncomfortable. So yeah,
Right.
that's funny.
There's people
So
that got the heat on already though, and that's disrespectful, dog. It ain't
you got
cold enough yet.
you got the heat on, so
I
they
don't.
ready, they're
I'm
ready for
saying
that
yes.
$600 heat bill.
Exactly. That heat ain't coming on till December around this bitch. You better put some clothes on. Shit.
I know my mom. I remember when I was a kid, my mom be like, "I like, can you cut the heat on?" She's like, "Just get a goddamn blanket. What do you
That's
need?
it.
Go
Exactly.
get a blanket." And then
For real.
she'd be like, "Turn on the fucking stove."
Cut
Like,
the oven on, right? Hell yeah.
yeah, what the fuck, really? You
Yeah. I
turn
mean,
the
we
motherfucking
probably
heat
got
on?
some kind of carbon monoxide poison from that shit, but hey,
Yeah,
it worked.
it worked. Yeah, she would. Oh man, my parents would hate to turn the heat on, and I
Yeah.
know they probably, as a kid, you don't realize like that costs $500-600, right, in the
Hell
winter every
yeah.
month.
That heat
So they were like,
expensive.
yeah, they were like, nah, we ain't cutting the heat on. Go get a blanket. You'd be
That's
like,
right.
it's cold at night. Put four or five more blankets on you. You be all
Right. Hell yeah.
right.
Fuck that.
I was like, I don't know how, like, because here it's opposite in Michigan, but
Mm-hmm.
here in the heat in the summer, I don't know how homeless people survive in the heat. But if you flip that, how do homeless people survive in the winter in Detroit? Like you would lose a ball. Like your feet, you would lose. You get frost. I don't even know how they survive.
Yeah, I honestly don't either. Like that shit is for real ridiculous. Like I really like when I see like when it get cold as fuck though, like that for real cold at 20 below type shit. It's
Right.
like I don't even understand, dog. Like it's got to be somewhere for these people to go. And like some people just they don't be wanting to go nowhere. Like they okay with being out there and they figured out how to weather that shit. But I know I couldn't. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit be cold
Well,
as
it's
hell.
funny. I was watching. I don't know. It's day after tomorrow, and there's a guy in there that's homeless,
Yeah,
and he's like, just get some newspaper. He goes, "Shit, that survive. That's saved me many cold winters." And I
yeah,
just never thought about that. They probably do, man. They got fucking newspaper, all kinds of shit to try to
yeah,
keep themselves warm or cold or hot, whatever
yeah.
the case may be.
But in that
So
heat though, I don't know. Fuck that shit probably worse though.
yeah,
Unless you
because you
can get
can't
out
get
the
naked,
sun.
right? You can't
Right.
get
You
naked.
can't exactly. So what can you do?
You just that's
Just
it. You just
that's it. Right.
just
Just be that motherfucker melting.
well, so in the summer here, I always see landscapers. They're covered from head to toe. I mean, not short sleeve, full sleeve. So they can
Block the
sweat.
sun.
Yeah, you're supposed to keep the sweat in, so you're not. You know what I mean? Like you're not getting overheated,
Yeah,
exhausted, whatever. So they do
yeah,
that where they keep all their shit, their sweat and everything inside. Because if
okay,
you stop sweating, then you got heat exhaustion and all kinds of other
yeah.
shit going on.
Damn, that shit crazy.
I just came from the doctors because I noticed in the last, I don't know, 6 weeks, even
Mhm.
the last couple of years. I don't know if I'm, I just turned 49 on last Saturday,
Yeah, happy
so
birthday, by the way.
I'm losing my hearing. Is that weird to be losing my hearing at
You like
49?
actually use losing it or like
Losing it on the left side. They said, "Oh,
it's
you."
for real? It's for real going
Yeah,
away.
yeah, they said, yeah,
Damn.
yeah. They said it's really bad on the left side. So I went
Mm.
originally to the ears and nose doctor or whatever. And you
Yeah,
know what? Can you just wash out the fucking, the earwax? Maybe that's the problem.
yeah,
I thought it was gonna be a quick fix, but they were like, "Nah, let's go do a hearing. You don't got no wax in your ear. You're good. Let's go do a hearing test." And they're
yeah.
like, "You a deaf mother?" They might as well say, "You a deaf motherfucker."
Just on the one side though.
Just on the one side. So they want to do an
Mm.
MRI because they're like, there could be some problems on that side.
Yeah,
There could be all kinds of stuff. But I said, well, I used to listen to a lot of loud rap music. Does that make a difference?
yeah,
And they said, well, a little bit, but
yeah.
you can be losing your hearing the way you're losing it right now.
Right.
So,
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
oh, that sucks, man. Like
Yeah.
I don't want to be 50 years old walking around with fucking hearing aids. My
Even when
mom.
they make the good ones now, you can't even
Huh?
see them. You
I
can't even
know.
see
See
them.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm thinking about when you were when you're in the '80s, when the kid was like, "Ugh," you couldn't hear him, right? And he had the big ass like, fucking shit, like you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I
Right.
don't.
Yeah, the big brown one and shit. That
Yeah,
everybody knew you got a hearing aid. Yeah.
yeah. Everybody knew you were a deaf motherfucker. I'm gonna have to
No, they
look
got some good ones though.
read lips.
Cause my old man got some now, and it's like they damn near invisible, and then they work Bluetooth with the phone and shit. Like shit crazy.
Really?
The hell yeah, that shit like a
I'm gonna tell him. Can I get a hearing aid done? Fuck it.
yeah, that shit.
Yeah,
And
because
it
my mom, she can't hear shit. Whatever.
yeah,
30 years, you be calling, she'd be like, huh? What?
yeah.
Sometimes I think parents just have selective hearing. But,
Oh, that's true too though.
uh, I said, Mom, you need to hear, go check your hearing, get a hearing. No, I'm not getting that. Fucking looks dumb as hell. And I'm like, Mom, but you can't hear.
Right.
So
You can't
now
even
I
see that
go,
joint though.
now I'm getting at the age where I just can't hear.
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to my pops today earlier, and I was like, "Hey, pops, well, I know his brother lost his hearing." I said,
Mhm.
he got hearing aid. I said, when did Uncle Freddie lose his hearing? He said, "Shit, about 70." I said, "Well, then what the fuck? Why am I losing my hearing at 49?" He's
How
like,
did
"Oh,
you realize though? Like you can really tell just from like regular hearing?
yeah." So maybe this is the problem. I know loud music, right?
Yeah.
But I've had a Bluetooth cue
Mhm.
probably since the 90s.
Yeah.
And I've always had a Bluetooth, always. Like I
That might be
cannot,
what did it,
I
dog.
don't, I'm not a person that talks on the phone. If my Bluetooth is dead, and I got backup Bluetooths, like motherfucker, I
Yeah.
got like 4 or 5 of them, just in
Word.
case. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So, and I don't like the Bluetooth, like they got the ones that just stay in your ear. I can't hear. So I
Yeah.
don't like those. I like them that are on my neck. And if I want to talk, then I put it in my ear.
Right.
But I've had, but they used to say Bluetooth is going to give you radiation. You're going to fucking
Mhm.
die. Whatever. I have had a Bluetooth probably since the 90s.
Yeah.
Was that, did that cause me to lose hearing? I
No,
don't
that's
know.
weird. It might have though. And that's you usually use it on the left side? Or you got the
I
ones that do both?
No, do both. Right
Oh,
now,
okay. Yeah.
I used to have it where it was on the. I always put it on my right because maybe I'm
Oh,
a
okay.
right.
Yeah.
But I've always had a Bluetooth when it was a single, when
Yeah.
it became a dual. Whatever the case may be, but maybe that's the cause of it. The
I
Bluetooth.
wonder though. That's kind of yeah. That's a weird thing. I'm not even sure because I don't use a lot of Bluetooth headphones and shit. So
No, so you like to? I don't like the fucking phone all my face, all hot.
I mean,
and shit.
either I just talk on speakerphone or I don't talk.
I don't like a speakerphone either. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I'm either on speakerphone or I ain't talking.
Well, especially since before my girlfriend, I had a lot of, I was talking a lot of bitches. I'm next to another bitch over here. I can't be having no
Can't be,
conversation on no
so you just
speaker.
can't talk on the phone. You got to text.
Oh my god,
That's
no,
I'm a serial texter.
you're
I
oh,
rarely use the phone, bro.
that's funny. I'm not a texter. I'm a phone guy.
Yeah, I'm
Everybody
a
that's
super
around
texter.
me, like I remember when my brother started texting me, like in 2002, 2003. I was like, just call me, bro. I don't want to phone. I don't want to text. No,
Yeah.
no, you gotta learn how to start texting. And we're talking about texting on a flip phone. I didn't
Right.
like it. Fucking
T9 and shit.
yeah, fucking. You got to hit a number 3 times to get a letter. I just didn't
Hell
like
yeah.
it. Right? It was dumb, right?
That
I was
shit
like,
was dumb though back then. It was.
yeah, it was dumb. And then they came out with predictive texting, and then of course the
Yeah.
keyboard and all that. But I didn't like it. I thought it was stupid. I thought it was
Yeah.
dumb. I'm like, just call me. So
Yeah.
I've never been a huge texter. Even my boss is like, just text me, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to fucking text. Call me or a fucking phone call. Like what
Right.
the? And he's like, you're a dinosaur, and I'm like, am
No,
I?
for sure a dinosaur, dog.
Am I?
Yes, bro. Like I'm not using that motherfucker for shit. I don't call on the phone for nothing, dog.
Well, even if you're talking, let's say you're talking to a girl, you rather talk her on a text message?
Um yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean we FaceTime now. Like I FaceTime people.
Yes. Okay. See,
I
I don't
probably
like
do
that.
that. I
I don't
probably do
like
that
that
more than
either.
call.
Yeah, I don't like that either. Because when I didn't have a girlfriend and a girl would FaceTime me, I'm like, why do you want to FaceTime me? Like I could be
Yeah.
masturbating or something. There could be a bitch next to me. What?
Bro,
Why do you want?
you are a dinosaur, bro.
No, but I'm like, why do you want to FaceTime me? Well, I just
Yeah.
want to talk to you and I want to see you. And I'm like, I could be taking a fucking huge shit on the toilet. Why do you want to FaceTime me right now? So I just never liked it. But
Yeah.
I used to know a friend
I had
that
to get used to it.
all they wouldn't call you and they would right away FaceTime me. I'm like, really? Why do you have to FaceTime me? What's the purpose of
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. It's technology, so people just want to be a part of it. Like I used to be against it too. Like it wasn't my thing, but then like I just started doing the shit now. Like it's second nature now. But like I say, I don't use the phone like that. I text.
You don't really.
Yeah,
So if a
that's
girl
kind
says,
of
I want to call, I want to hear your voice, then
it.
you
Yeah. We
FaceTime
probably
her?
FaceTime. Yeah, we probably FaceTime.
Okay, so let's say she has an Android, you got an iPhone. What do you do that?
She had to use Duo. Then I just use Duo.
Okay, you
Yeah.
use it. Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it's ways around that shit.
There's ways around it, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering because the dual, especially if they're in the
Duo
Android,
not that great. Yeah.
yeah, it's not that great, right?
Right. It's not. It's
It's not
not at
that great.
all.
Or they can Facebook you,
Oh
Messenger,
yeah,
right?
Facebook or IG, any of that shit.
So you prefer a FaceTime video
And I ain't
or
gonna say prefer. I think that shit really just happened in the pandemic because like everybody
really?
started FaceTiming then because like it was just you wasn't seeing people. So like that's how I kind of got comfortable with it because that's how I was seeing people. Like we was FaceTiming each other. So and now it's just a habit. So yeah, but that still
But
don't
I
go
mean,
for
even though
everybody.
for like my daughter that's 12, she won't pick up the phone. She'll only text me. I'm like, I
Yeah.
want to talk to you. She's like, but I'm busy, and I'm like, what are you doing? Homework? What are you
Right.
talking about? Like busy with what?
You
I don't
got to
really.
send her a voice memo.
I don't know, man. I guess I'm just a dinosaur
You
that
are
is,
no,
that,
you are old man.
that is stuck
Get off
in.
my lawn.
Yeah, I don't know. I prefer a phone call. I want to hear.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now I have, I have grown away from because I have my uncle that is an older generation, right? And
Mhm.
he's in his 70s, and he won't text. He'll leave you a voicemail. And I was having a conversation with him, and he said his name is Rudy. He said, Rudy, why do you leave me a voicemail? I don't check
I don't
voicemail.
take that shit,
I
right?
don't check voicemails. Why are you leaving me a voicemail? So he's a yellow book salesman, right? So he used to be, sell insurance and all that in the
Yeah.
good ghetto in Detroit. And he would get his clients through the fucking, he'd be like, he used to call the phone company not too long ago. Hey, where's my white pages? Where's my yellow pages? Like, sir, we stopped doing that shit.
Right.
We don't do that. You got to look it online. They're like,
Yeah, it's
he was
digital
definitely
now.
a dinosaur, but Yeah, he's the guy that would leave a voicemail. So I used to be a guy that would say, I'm gonna leave you. I'll leave you a voicemail.
Mhm.
But I know most people don't check it, right? What do they
Right.
do? They just leave it full.
Yeah, probably so. Like I will take advantage of the the readable voicemail. Like, but if it don't get transcribed right, I'm not even wasting my time trying to
But
hear
I
the
mean,
shit.
okay, so you got doctors, right? The doctor's still gonna leave you a
Oh
voicemail.
yeah, doctors do leave messages. They
Yeah,
do.
they gotta leave messages. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hello, sir. Your test came back. Yeah, you do have
Right.
herpes. I'm
Right.
sorry.
Welcome to your life sentence.
I always laugh at that form when you go to the doctor because the HIPAA or whatever, and they
Yeah.
say, "Can we leave you a voicemail?" And I'm like, "No, I want to call. I want you to talk to me. Can
Right.
we call someone else to tell them that you have herpes?" Like I don't get that. Like that whole.
Right.
Can we call someone else to tell him that he has cancer?
Yeah.
Like
Unless I got
I
like a
don't
caregiver or something, then maybe.
no, but it says it on the form. Like
Yeah.
can we call someone else to give him a message?
Right.
And I think I talked to somebody recently, and they left them. They called them. They were like, not sit him down. Oh, I think it was Tori. She
Yeah.
told me when her son was diagnosed, they told her over the phone, "Hey, he has Duchenne's," and they're like,
Yeah.
"She's like, what's that?" Like, isn't there like a professional way if you have cancer, or even if
Yeah.
you have fucking HIV? Do they tell you to come into the office and be like,
You would
"Hey,
figure, right? You would
yeah"?
figure. Yeah.
I would think that's what they would do, right? Sit you down and be like, "Oh, hey, you got cancer," not
Yeah, I
over the
guess though.
phone.
Cause
Huh?
if they call you and then tell you to come in, then like that anxiety go fucking kill you anyway. Cause you'll be trying to figure out what they got to tell you. I don't
Yeah,
know.
because I know when I was sexually active and maybe fucking 3 or 4 girls at the same time, 8 or 10,
Mm.
whatever the case may be, when I
Whatever the
was
case.
when I used to take the every 6 months thing,
Mm.
and they would, you would take the rapid HIV or whatever, and they tell you no,
Yeah.
if it's good. But when you took the regular test, they couldn't get, it was a urine sample.
Yeah.
Yeah, the anxiety would, because it would
Hell
kind of get
yeah.
you be like, damn, do I got chlamydia? What's going
No,
on?
for real. It'll have you on some real anxious shit. For real,
Yeah,
for
be
real.
like my balls, it's 3 times this week. What is going on?
Right. What does that mean?
and
Right. No, that's
then
true, man.
that's what WebMD came up with, right? You're like, shit, let me fucking
First of all,
self-diagnose myself.
let me say that WebMD is the wrong shit to look at when you sick or if you got any kind of symptoms
Yeah, because
because
right away you got fucking HIV.
for real, right away, off the bat, dog. Like, what is going on here?
I'm looking at that and I'm like, I got a cold and my throat's itchy. And I'm looking and it says, you might have HIV. And I'm like,
No, I swear to
really?
God, it's
Your
the worst
foot
place to
is,
look.
is a little dry and your nails are peeling. You might have HIV. And I'm like, you know what? I ain't fucking with this no more. Fuck
That's what I
this.
said. That ain't the right place to look, dog. For real, that you would have your anxiety at an all-time high.
Yeah,
For real,
because
for
I'm
real.
like, okay, well, I have all these different ailments and I must have HIV. So let me go get tested. Right?
Ain't got none of that shit, dog.
No. They said, no, you're just diabetic. You're fine. You know what I mean?
Right. Go change your diet and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm like,
Man,
man, I got extra cheese on my cock. What is going on? You must have HIV. And I'm like,
right.
what?
I'm trying to tell you, dog. I did that shit one time. I had like a
And you can go into a rabbit hole, right? You can
no,
just
you
say,
will. You
got that. I'm
will.
gonna have this. And then you call
Man.
your family. Hey, you know what? I'm dying.
Right. Cause I had a pain like in my lower back and shit one time, dog. And I still to this day don't know what it was and shit, but I get to looking at that shit. It's talking about kidney disease and cancer and all kind of shit. Like fucking serious. I should have never looked this shit up, dog.
Right. It gives you super anxiety and you go
Yeah,
down like a rabbit hole, right? Like,
yeah. I literally just needed to drink some
yeah,
fucking water, dog. That
you
was
just come
it.
up with some disease that you never even heard of. Like, I have
Right.
this. You know what I mean? Like,
Like, do I have lupus?
look,
Like, what the fuck? No, you don't
one
have
out
that
of
shit, bro.
3 million has this, and you're one. No, they fucked that.
Right. I'm telling
So
you, that shit.
how depressing or how happy were you on Sunday that the Lions can score 45 points, but they get 48 scored on them?
Man, the defense. I, where do I begin? All right, so First of all, let me say this, dog. I've never really been an advocate of firing coaches of color and shit, right? But
Right.
I do have to say that I don't think Aaron Glenn is doing a great job with his defense. Like I know it's not a lot of talent, but they got to be doing something better. You can't be giving up this many points when we finally got the offense like on one accord. You
Right.
can't score 45 points and fucking lose. It's unacceptable, dog. The defense haven't played a game all fucking season, so I don't know, though. I don't know.
But it is a positive note, right? We're on the offense. We're running. We're doing good.
Yeah, I mean, even without a lot of the starters Sunday. So imagine we get everybody, back and healthy. Like shit, St. Brown wasn't even playing. Like, so we had a bunch of receivers who, shit, I don't know who the fuck was out there, honestly, other than Hutchinson. And shit, even fucking Swift was hurt. So I don't know, dog. So offense did their thing and shit, but defense can't be giving up damn near 50 points. And I'm not saying that they offense shouldn't have been able to score 48 points, but they offense shouldn't have been able to score 48 points, dog. This is the same team that haven't scored in the second half all fucking season.
Right.
And they scored 48 points on us, bro.
So when you say you're not an advocate, so you think that the defensive coordinator needs to go?
Okay, I really hate to say it, but I feel like, yeah. I mean, even though I do understand that he not working with, the best talent. You know what I'm saying? Like, probably the best player on defense is probably Rodrigo, which is a six round draft pick. So, no, you're not working with the fucking A1 material, but I mean, something got to give, dog. You got to be able to use these players in some kind of manner that's go get something better than what we're getting right now. That's all. I don't know. It's too soon now, though. I mean, obviously, you can't do nothing.
You got one team that's undefeated. You have the Philadelphia Eagles. They are undefeated. Yep. Everybody else has got a loss or two losses, right? And
I think one team hasn't won at all. I think somebody.
Houston hasn't won at all.
Houston, okay. Yeah.
Houston, Texans.
So we don't suck all the way.
We don't suck all the way.
Right.
Well, you got Miami, Kansas City, the Vikings, Buffalo, and then you got fucking the Cowgirls, which is surprising.
Right. So in a minute, Dak not gonna have a job.
Yeah, he's not gonna have a job. Hey, how are you doing out there?
Hey,
is she driving?
She's driving.
I'm working.
Oh, you for real working? Like you on the job?
I got a real motherfucking. I got a big girl job. Oh, am I supposed to be showing my job shirt? Should I have this not on here?
No, I don't care.
Does that matter?
I don't know. Maybe not. Right, name tagging everything up.
I'm out here. I'm official.
So NBA,
a real job.
NBA, NHL, they're all ramping up with preseason going into postseason, and then you have baseball. That is, Tigers got their last game tonight. As far as I know, they won 66 games. I don't know if they're going to win tonight, but.
Yeah. And they won like the last 6.
MLB is coming to the close. What'd you say?
They won like the last 6 or something, right? Something like that.
Well, it's kind of too late to start a winning.
Yeah, it's too late now, but I'm just, we count for something, I guess.
Kind of late now.
I'm kind of excited for the Pistons and the Red Wings. I'm hoping they turn around, especially with Steve Yzerman. Making all the right moves for the Red Wings, and then the Pistons. Right. I would love to see that young talent get into the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean it's a young team, so I don't know what our expectations should be. But if we learn anything from the Lions, expectations suck.
Right.
So I hope for the best. That's all I can say.
And you didn't post it, or I don't think I posted. I think I've seen it. LeBron score was like 0-7 in his last preseason game or something, or this last game, and they roasted him. Is it time for him to go?
Nah. It's LeBron. He good. He good for at least another couple years. That's like you could have said
Really?
the same thing about Tom Brady and shit, right? Is it time for him to go? Because he done had a couple of shitty games, but like it's Tom Brady. So it's like,
Okay,
yeah.
well, Tom Brady, his wife said she had enough,
I was
so she
about
said
to say, fuck him. His wife just
she's had
divorced
enough.
him.
She's got enough. She wants a divorce. She's fucking
Yeah.
Antonio Brown. What?
First of all, she's not fucking
Is she?
AB. Nah. I
Oh my
mean,
god,
I
I
don't
didn't
know,
know
but I don't think so.
Well, she's actually.
that.
She said that she's filing divorce because he's not putting their family first. She's
Yeah.
tired of his career getting away, and she said she's tired of his shit. I mean, that's Tom Brady. Does she just eat shit?
Dog, you got like $100 million contract or something waiting for him as an analyst, right?
Yeah. So why does she just
So,
be patient?
right. Just
Okay,
be,
so
you
we're
got
gonna
one
back
season left for
Tori.
real.
Tori, you got two. You got boys to raise. You got a family to raise. Your husband won't retire. Do you force him to retire, or do you just say, you know what, fuck you, I'm going to get a divorce and I'm going to half your money?
Which, by the way, she probably got
Well,
more money than him anyway.
she got a lot of money too.
Right.
Uh
Uh-oh. Sound like
uh
R2D2.
And if he is,
R2D2.
yeah, if he's not making it a priority, and he's, we don't know behind the scenes. Is he ignoring his kids? Is he not showing up to games? Is he not participating in things like that's pretty important? Doesn't matter how much money your parents have. Yeah, you're gonna be happier crying in your Lambo than you are on a bike, but
Right.
but when it all said and done, you got to look at how the kids are looking at. My dad's there for the entire world, but he's
Damn, that was gonna be
as a
something important right
mother,
there too.
as a mother, that's gonna be bothersome. Because if usually you do these things and you're like, oh, working.
You're breaking up really bad.
You love.
I think you need to go out and come back in. Because you're
Definitely
breaking
sound
up
like
really bad.
R2D2 right now.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
It
Okay.
might be the service provider you're with.
Right.
Hey,
Hey, I saw that. We can't hear you though.
Okay. So, I mean, do you retire if you're on top of the world as like a Tom Brady?
Well, I think that since he pump faked and already retired, he probably should have just fucking stayed retired. Like that's probably part of the problem. Like he probably was like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna quit, and then like he pump faked it and then went back to work. So that's probably part of the problem. I don't know why he didn't just fucking stay retired or never retire in the first place.
So you have this $100 million contract in the wings.
Yeah,
I
just waiting
mean,
on you.
yeah. So when he originally retired, because Grant retired, right? He's like, I'm not coming back. I want to,
Yeah,
I don't want to do this no more.
exactly.
Do you think Brady is just that much of a perfectionist that he's got to go? He's got to win one more ring. Like,
That's
is
what it
that the
seemed like.
problem?
And I ain't gonna lie, dog. To be able to come back to a team like Tampa, win the Super Bowl in Tampa, I'm going to the crib. I ain't got shit else to prove. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why that wasn't just the end of everything right there. So
Right.
I don't know. I mean, he
So
came to
do you think
Tampa,
it's
dog.
more money, or do you think he just wants that one more ring?
It can't have nothing to do with the money. It can't be that. It can't be that. It can't be that at all. It's got to just be like his obsession with the game. It might be too much. Like she might be right. His obsession with the game might just be a little bit too much.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
So
you.
when you look at a different sport, like let's say boxing, right?
Mhm,
When you go whatever 40-0-0, whatever the case may be,
mhm,
and you take a couple losses, and you've been doing this game for 20 years,
mhm.
health wise, you might just not have it anymore, or you just might not have it, right? You lose your
Yeah,
speed, you lose a lot of different things.
right.
So Brady's not affected as much as a boxer,
Right.
but at the same time, you gotta definitely, even though you don't want to face it, but it's father time, right? You
Yeah,
definitely have probably lost a couple steps.
for sure.
right? Like you're
Yeah.
like you're not you know what I mean? Like, hey, I was able to get up at 5:59. Now I can't get up to 6:30 because I'm you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I need that extra 30 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's at some point it could be an obsession over the game and shit. And that probably would create some issues in a relationship. I feel like it's got to be some kind of obsession with the game because clearly he was done already, and everybody was okay with that. Like, you know what, dog? Shit, go ahead, retire, dog. It makes sense. Then when he came back, I was kind of like, I fuck with Brady, but like, dog, stay at the crib. Like, relax, let it go. Gronk
Right.
wasn't coming back. You don't have a solid team to come back to. Like, let them rebuild and figure out some shit. You brought them a championship. Go to the crib. Like, relax. Let Mahomes take over as the GOAT.
Okay. So Antonio poses a picture hugging Tom Brady's wife on Instagram. So
Right.
what was the purpose of that? Was it a shot or was
Right.
it
And that's what we're trying to figure out. Like, nobody knows for real. But you just mentioned that thing about, what they going through, and the timing of it kind of was just like oh, your wife don't want you, but like, look at her over here hugging me type shit.
so
So
let me ask you a question. If
uh
they get divorced and she ends up in Antonio Brown's bed,
yeah.
what do you have to say about that?
Dog, I would Antonio Brown would be the biggest goofy ass motherfucker ever to do some shit like that, dog. Don't First of all, and I don't want to take away from AB's you know record as an athlete. Obviously, he's a high profile athlete, dog. But at the end of the day, his antics fucked up his NFL career. And I don't want to give Tom Brady too much
Well, I
praise and
mean,
shit, but
we
he
talked about it on
honestly gave dog
Saturday.
a chance.
We talked about it Saturday. He's pulling his cock out in the pool. Like, I don't know what's going on with this guy.
Right, exactly. And he still put his best foot forward and gave him a job. Like, nobody was gonna bring AB on if Tom Brady hadn't asked for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he would have never went to New England. He never would have came to Tampa Bay. Like, this is all Tom Brady's doing. So, not to give him too much praise and shit, but at the end of the day, like, lead dog family out of this, dog. Like, what are you doing for real? Like, what the fuck is AB doing? Like, I just don't understand. He crazy.
Well, the white girl in the pool, she was really shocked when she saw his elephant cock.
Not the elephant cock.
The elephant cock.
She was shocked. Did you see her face? She was like,
She
"Should I
was not.
suck it or
Can y'all?
should
First
I
of all, can y'all
run?"
hear me regular now?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
can hear you. Yeah.
yeah.
She
She
wasn't
was like,
shocked. She was
"Should I
scared.
should I suck
She
it or
was
should I run?" I don't know.
That bitch looked scared. She was
dog.
like, "Whoa!" First of all, and she felt it before she saw it. You know that motherfucker. He had that bitch on her back. You seen her trying to get away. He had it on her
Dog.
back.
He is crazy. Something
You know
wrong,
how?
dog.
Yeah, he's crazy. It makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Like, is he like hitting the bottle hard? Like, what's he doing to do that wild ass shit?
The
He had to have been
CTE,
drunk.
man. They got brain damage.
He out here
Real,
putting
like,
his cock on women's backs in pools.
not even as take that lightly, but he might have some brain damage issues. Like, that CTE shit is real.
It's for real.
Yeah,
It's
that shit
real.
real.
Yeah, he crazy.
So,
Okay.
question: Elon Musk says, "You know what? I want to buy Twitter." What the fuck is he doing? Like, I don't want Twitter. I don't want Twitter. I don't want Twitter. What is he doing?
I don't know. So he backed out of it, right? Or he back on
He
it
backed
now?
out of it. Now he said, "Okay, I'll give you the money."
I don't know what he up to, dog.
He flip flopping.
Yeah, I don't know. It's got to be the overlay for the underlay, though. Something.
Yep.
Him being in or out of Twitter has got to have an effect on something else that we don't know
Yeah,
about.
but the Twitter
There's
stock went
something
up, and
behind the
once
scenes
again,
that's happening that we don't know.
Exactly.
once he made that announcement the other day, Twitter's stock went through the roof again.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the purpose of his thing is.
Right.
I
I
don't
don't
get
know
it.
either. I should give me some
It's
Twitter
like,
stock, though.
yeah, it's like
Right.
telling your girlfriend, "I'm going to take you to prom, but I'm not going to take you to prom, but I'm going to take you to prom."
Right. Then you buy the dress and now you just ass out at the crib.
Yeah.
Fuck
Eating
it.
fucking
Whole life just
nachos in
fucked
your
up.
dress, sad as hell.
So
Not the
Yates,
nachos.
Ye
He's
faces
nacho.
backlash for wearing a shirt that says "White Lives Matter."
So
Who did that?
Kanye,
Kanye.
Ah, Jesus.
and
This
apparently,
man. You sure he don't have
supposedly
CTE?
something wrong, and supposedly he's supposed to be dating
Yeah.
Candace Owens, and so it
Shut
just sounded like
up.
a publicity stunt to me. Like that's all it seemed like to me. Cause I just don't know. I think they just trying to stir up some kind of controversy. Cause
Yeah, he's probably
Kanye
they'll
not,
probably get him to run for president again so that he can.
cause Kanye crazy, but he like fake crazy though. Like
Right.
something else is going
Oh,
on.
so he's like the guy that needs to get on Social Security,
Fake
and you just
crazy.
say, you know what, just go down to the Social Security office and act like you talk to yourself so you can
Right.
get your check.
Get you one of them crazy checks. Right.
Crazy.
Get you a fake crazy check.
Right. I'm telling you,
He
this,
said
that's what
he
he
fake
is.
crazy.
He fake crazy, dog. He up to something. And
Yeah. Yeah, he's manipulative crazy.
yeah, for
Like
sure.
he always have an ulterior motive, and it's always
Always.
something that has to like circle around drama to get the
Mm-hmm.
attention he wants. That's all.
Exactly.
It's always the same.
I had
It's
a
always the same. Yeah, story. Just he just uses a different narrative each
I had
time.
I had a I had a buddy of mine that was trying to get Social Security, and he's like, and he was my age, right? So
Yeah.
he tried to get on Social Security. He went down there and said, "So get this, right?" He went down there and he said that Charlie's after him, and they said, "Charlie." So who's Charlie? You know, Vietnam. I was in Vietnam. And it's like, motherfucker, you can't be in. You weren't in no fucking Vietnam.
Not if we the same age, hell no.
he said they gave it to him because he would fucking say Charlie was after him.
And
He
he
was
kept saying it, and he really believed he was in Vietnam.
Charlie
He
was
was
after me.
pretending.
And it
Mhm.
was weird because
That's crazy.
I think he was crazy, acting crazy. Because I remember one time I was having a conversation with him, and he just fucking just started running, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" Like,
For real?
I
Dog.
see him. I see him like a
At
week.
that point, do you run with him and ask questions later?
We
Because
got to
you
at least
don't
for the
know what
first 10
he's what.
steps.
He was having a
No, part
whole.
of you don't know. Is
I
this
was,
real?
I was having a whole ass conversation with him, and he just
He
fucking
just break
yeah.
out running.
Yeah, and I seen him a week later, and I said, "What happened?" He goes, "I don't know. I just felt like Forrest Gump. I just had to run.
Dog. When did he stop?
I don't
Chicago.
know. He ran back to his crib or something. I don't know what happened.
He went back to his
Dog, that's
crib.
crazy as hell.
Ran to fucking
Yeah, just
Iowa.
I swear to God. But so I wasn't the first person that did it to. He said he does that all the time, where during the middle
Just bust up
conversation,
running.
he just busts out running, and I'm like,
Wow.
the fuck? Who's
Yeah,
after him?
he probably
Charlie?
need that. He
That's
probably
what he
need
said.
that crazy
Charlie
chick.
was after
Yeah,
him.
he need that crazy check.
Yeah.
He got to buy new tennis shoes.
He got
Running.
Right.
He crazy.
Fucking crazy chick.
I don't even know if he's fake crazy. I think he might be real crazy.
He might
And
be crazy for real.
I think Kanye would be that way. You would have a conversation, and he would just fucking start running somewhere. Like, I gotta go.
I agree. He do seem like
I
that kind of person.
I agree.
And it's funny because we had a guy on the show. He was a rapper from San Francisco. He was like 90, and
He was like 90.
He was.
Yo, we can say
True story. True story.
he say like 90.
he got mad and threw the fucking the mic
I
down.
almost
or
got into
whatever.
a fight with him.
Yeah,
Seriously?
he threw the shit
Yeah.
down and walked away, and then came back and
Yeah.
was like, "Hey, how you guys doing?"
Yeah. Like, are you done?
Damn, had a whole meltdown.
Yeah.
That might have been Alzheimer's though. I don't know. That's different.
It was-
That's different and shit. That might have been Alzheimer's.
he was on some other shit.
Right. Hell no.
Yeah.
Alzheimer's. He had Alzheimer's.
Right. Or what's the other shit that's just like Alzheimer's? Dementia.
Dementia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's some real shit though. That's real life shit right
Yeah. It's real. Oh yeah. It's absolutely real. I
Hell
have
yeah.
family members that have onslets of it, and it's really. I mean, all jokes aside, it's a very nasty disease and condition.
there. For sure. And it's crazy they haven't figured out how to reverse that shit yet.
They can't.
And it's so sad because you literally
they robot
they
again.
know everything that they knew.
Right.
He was just nuts. I don't think he had dementia. I think he had anger issues.
That's what it
So
sounds like.
I don't think you listen. I think Tori probably listens to country. I don't. I'm not a country person, but I know who this person is. One of the all-time greats,
Some of
the
it.
original OGs. She died a couple days ago.
I wasn't here. How old was he?
When I was born to coal miners.
There you go. Coal miner's daughter, Loretta Lynn, 90
Coal
years
miner's
old.
daughter.
90?
90.
Yeah.
Who was that? Loretta Lynn?
Loretta Lynn. Yeah, she died.
Aww,
She died 2 days
I love
ago.
Loretta
90
Lynn.
years old.
She's one of the classics.
90 is a little time.
Yeah, she lived a really good life. I mean,
Hell
she had her ups and downs.
I thought Loretta Lynn was. I thought she was like 90. I thought she was in her hundreds, but what do I
in
know?
the hundreds, not even 100. In the hundreds.
She was up there.
She performed at the Grand Ole Opry in 1962.
She's like the country white. She's like the country Betty White.
For real. Hell no.
Well, she was awarded by President Obama, Nashville Songwriter Hall of Fame, 1993. She was awarded by President Obama in 2015 for that award. He put that award on her. So
that's what's up. Shout out to Obama.
Obama, long-legged Mac Daddy.
Shout out to Obama, the long-legged Mac Daddy.
Besides Obama, President Biden said, he said the other day, actually it was yesterday, or was it today? President Biden caught on a hot mic in Florida. Nobody fucks with Obama.
He didn't know that he didn't know the mic was on.
No, he said nobody fucks with Biden, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know what
he didn't know the microphone was on.
Biden said that?
I think so, yeah. I don't think he knew when the microphone was on.
He old.
Security today. We are good pay.
He might have dementia.
Time with your family.
Yeah, I think this is literally weekend at Bernie's. Like, I don't even think he's alive.
Training these employees into higher paying jobs in fields like robotics and software engineering.
I actually trained you in software development. It has tripled my income.
Sorry, I was trying to mute a commercial and it just kept going on and on and on and on.
Right, I'm like, what is that, a commercial?
There you go. Yeah, that's you guys right there. Said nobody fucked with Biden. See, he didn't. I don't think he knew that.
Right.
I don't think he knew that it was on, like the mic or something.
Oh shit, he a badass now.
Yeah.
I mean, go on ahead then.
Right, Biden for president again.
Go on, Joe.
Outside the house. That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
There you go.
You got that right, buddy.
He said nobody fucks with Biden.
Hell no.
I'm a badass white man.
Yeah, I don't fuck with Biden either. Shit. Probably voting and shit. I'm definitely not voting for his
That's
ass.
exactly right. All right.
I'm voting for Kanye. Shit, fuck it.
Oh my god.
At least I know he crazy. Shit, I ain't got to guess.
All right.
Can't fucking minimize this fucking thing. There you go. He said nobody fucks with him. Nobody fucks with him.
Hey guys, I got my. There's a cop riding right next to me.
Wave to him for us.
I didn't even put the phone down. He looked right over and kept driving. It was pretty funny. I got my light on and shit.
Right.
So Black Panther trailer was released. What'd you think? I'll play this for a second.
Okay. I got a weird perspective on it earlier. We gonna talk about it.
most broken people. Can be great leaders.
They don't call him general or king. They call him cool God. His feathers spent gold. Killing will risk eternal war.
We know what you whisper.
Lost the protector.
It's our time to strike. Show them who we are.
Wakanda forever. Before you comment, I just want to say Angela Bassett still's got those guns on her. She's
Bro,
got.
she
She's
aged
so ripped,
backwards.
huh?
Yeah, she aging
Yeah.
backwards. I swear.
She has those. I mean, she's ripped still from those
Yeah,
arms.
for sure. She still got the Tina Turner biceps
Yeah,
Biceps,
she's definitely aging backwards.
for
yeah,
sure.
she definitely whipped some Mike's ass.
Hell no.
So what do you think? We know it's a female.
Right. So we know it's a female. I was when I saw it, like I liked the trailer. I was excited about it or whatever. But then, um, that's why I hate the internet. Right. So I was on the internet and somebody was made a comment about it. And this comment, it made me think. It didn't make me change my idea about the movie. Though. Like I still think it's a good concept, and I want to see the movie. And I'm not into the comics, so I don't know like which way they went with the actual comics. But what the person said was and I can't remember if it was a dude or a woman. It might have probably was a dude, but anyway, they were saying how they don't like the way the narrative is changing now. Like even though like the king is dead, you know what I'm saying? So now they gonna make it seem like the rest of the men that's on the island too weak to defend themselves. So like the women gotta step up and take over everything, right? Then he said that not only that they changed the foreseeable enemy from a white enemy to another person of color. So now you got a woman stepping up defending the entire race of Wakanda and fighting another person of color and shit, right? So this was a far reach. Like I never even thought about it this way. But then when I heard it, I was like, I kind of see where they're coming from. But it's a fucking movie, dog. Like sometimes I think people just too woke. You know what I'm saying? Like I maybe I'm just not that woke because I didn't see all of that shit. I don't know. I didn't see all of that.
Right. Right.
Well, I
So,
don't think
what
the
about
comic
what?
book. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you, what do you think about? Because you know the comic book, correct?
No, I don't know necessarily know the comic book. I mean, I've I've read a couple different ones, but in the comic book, they're basing it on the actor that passed, so
Right.
that's the reason why they're doing a woman. But I believe it stayed a man in the comic
In the
book. So
comic. Okay.
this is a different. You know what I mean? They had to change it, right?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, the actor died of there's nothing they could do about it. He was sick even during the end game. So
Did they have to change it though?
not
Like,
necessarily. I think
can they
they
have
could
just got somebody else to play the role? Like,
they could
or
have
is
just
it?
got somebody else to play the role. Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
could have
know.
got a look alike.
Or
Yeah, I
anything.
don't know though. I don't know if it would have been good to do that.
Yeah,
Or they could have.
Everybody loved him so much that I don't know if putting someone else to play the role. I don't think. I think they wanted to let that stay for him.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, they didn't kill off Superman when Christopher Reeve died. I'm just saying.
True. Very
Right.
true. Very true.
So I don't know. Again,
Yeah.
sometimes maybe I'm just not woke enough. I don't know. And then
Right.
I'm gonna say something that's probably even more controversial and shit. Probably get my black card taken for this and shit. But
Okay.
I'm actually more excited about seeing uh the new the other shit that's coming out. The other Marvel shit. Damn, what's the Ryan Reynolds shit?
Oh, you talking about
Oh,
Deadpool?
Deadpool?
Yeah, I'm kind of more excited about Deadpool than.
So excited. Oh,
Yeah,
you
I'm
said more
sorry, dog.
excited than that.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get my black card taken for that, but I would rather
Oh,
see Deadpool
okay.
3
So
than.
now you're gonna eat a lot of chimichangas, right?
I fuck with Deadpool, though. That's my shit.
Chimichangas. I
Uh-huh.
don't even know when that's going to be released. I wasn't. I watched a couple episodes of She-Hulk. It was okay. Wasn't really
I didn't
impressed
get
with.
into it. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
get
wasn't
into it.
really impressed with
Yeah,
it.
I didn't like it.
I'm still watching The Patient, where the serial killer kidnaps his doctor.
I heard that was good though.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
get on that.
yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I watched the whole Cobra Kai, the last season they released.
Oh, the last season. Yeah, I didn't watch the new
Yeah,
one.
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
But they're losing this. They have to end it soon. Cobra Kai. They got because they ran out of villains, I think. So
Right.
I want to see what's going on, but nothing too exciting on TV. I think Oak Island came back last night. I don't know if you're a big treasure hunter, but I'm excited. Oak Island.
I fucking hate all of that shit because I hate Oak Island. I hate fucking hunting Hitler. All of this shit because it got me watching this shit every fucking time it come on, and they never go really give you shit, dog.
No, they don't. Because
They never give you shit, dog.
the Lagina brothers are from Michigan, right? And I'm like, damn, these motherfuckers got to be running out of money. And when
They
are they
gotta
going to
be.
ever find this fucking treasure? And they got the English guy, and they're, oh, boy, look at this is a real gem with his fucking quarter
Right.
over here. And I'm
It's
like,
nothing in that shit,
he's
bro.
like,
Nothing.
oh, you see this button? This fucking button was worn by a fucking military guy from the 1700s. Like,
Right.
motherfucker, where's the gold at?
Where's the gold, bro? Like they never gonna show you
Where's the
nothing.
gold? You
If they
dig up
actually
the
find something, then they gonna show you.
yeah, they dig up the swamp. They fucking went down this tunnel. They hit this tunnel. Where's the fucking money?
And
That's
then I
all.
keep watching the shit though. Like I keep fucking watching. Like it's never gonna be nothing.
Never. And then
I
you're
fucking
telling me
hate it.
they're hunting for Hitler. They proved that motherfucker he died. He committed
Yeah.
suicide. Why are they still looking for him?
Well, I will say this: I started watching that shit and some of the declassified files and shit. It make you feel like it's something to it, but they went like what fucking 8 seasons, dog. I watched all of that shit, and I know they ain't never find shit, bro. Like and I still watched it. I'm a fucking glutton for punishment.
And you know what? There's a show that I made Tori watch. I really, really like it. It was a lot of history. It was the food that made America. I don't know if you watched that.
I fuck with
so
that.
many amazing things
That was so
I
good.
know about this white guy named Hershey. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I know the Hershey bar, but I didn't know about him. The
Yeah.
fucking Eminem guy, the fucking
The dude who came up with Taco
I didn't
Bell,
know
like
any
that
of
was interesting.
Yeah.
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 The Pizza
Taco Bell was
Wars
hella
with
interesting.
the Pizza Wars with Pizza Hut and Domino's. I didn't know any of that shit.
Somebody.
Yeah. Oh no, I ain't know about that though. The Pizza Wars, I wasn't even hip to that.
Yeah, you had the guy, the
How
Monahan,
about the
the
Colonel?
Monahan brothers. They were fighting. They almost lost Domino's in the early beginning. Pizza Hut, the two brothers, they told Monahan, which he bought the Tigers in the 80s, in the 70s, and he said, "Hey, we'll buy your Pizza Hut, your Domino's," and he said no. He came up with this fucking 30 minutes or less. Domino's, end of story.
Yeah.
They killed it. They killed killed everybody. And they're not really even Italian pizzas. They were just like guys. Though Monahan might have been a little closer, but the guys that came up with Pizza Hut, they were two white college kids that read the paper how to come up with pizza.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
Now
Right.
you got a black guy talking about Detroit style pizza. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I fuck with Detroit style pizza.
Yeah.
Hard.
She says a new Karate Kid movie coming out. Oh, for real?
There's a new Karate Kid.
That's
Who's
what
in
Connie
it?
just said. I
Who's
don't know.
in
She
it?
said 2024.
I won't be alive in 2024. I
Hey,
told you.
stop.
I just heard that I'm going.
You'll be alive. You just won't be able to hear.
Yeah, I got 90% fucking no hearing in one side. I'm like, so you
Right.
and I know Tori. She's a big WebMD person. We were talking about WebMD. We're like, man, we self-diagnose ourselves. We go into some rabbit hole. Somehow I got AIDS. And by the time
No, for real.
I'm here today reading the
WebMD
WebMD.
is not the way to go, bro. Tell you.
Never. It's never the way to
That shit
go.
would have you all kind of anxious.
Never. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, you had just froze
going in
though.
and out sometimes, but so Tia, the twin, I don't know which one is it, the one with the mole or the other one. She files divorce from Cory Hardrict after 14 years of marriage. She married a
Yeah,
white guy.
no, that's the other one.
Oh, okay.
So this the one with the black husband.
Okay, she's the one with the black husband.
Yeah, so
Right.
apparently they've been together for 14 years and they filed for divorce. It ain't nothing, or at least when I saw the story, it wasn't nothing that said like what happened. It just said
Well, I've been
irreconcilable
reading on
differences.
TMZ. Everybody from is found divorced lately. What is going on in Hollywood? What's going on with these entertainers? Like, you know what I mean? You got Kurt Russell. He ain't never married a bitch, and he's still with her after 80 years.
80 years. It's super common law.
Yeah.
Duh.
Everybody's getting divorced. Everybody.
Right. Everybody getting divorced or getting murdered. Like it's kind of fucked up out here.
Yeah.
Right.
For
No,
real.
but there's so many celebrities. I mean, if you scroll through TMZ, everybody's getting divorced.
Yeah.
Everybody. I don't know
I don't
what's
know,
going
maybe
on. Is it
Through the
time to?
pandemic, they found out they don't like each other.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Gas
find real-
prices are getting to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we out of the
They don't like
pandemic
each
now,
other.
ain't we?
Right, but all of that shit that went down during the pandemic,
Yeah.
people was trying to get over and they can't. So now they like, man, fuck this.
Yep.
Yeah, so
That's exactly what's happening.
you got Tia, you got Tom Brady and his wife, right? She said, "I want out." There was someone else, an R&B singer. Oh,
Sylvester
Miguel's
Stallone.
wife files for divorce. R&B singer Miguel.
Oh, for real? I didn't know that.
Yeah. There's just a lot of people that are filing for divorce. Or
Ain't nobody happy, dog.
and you got Nick Cannon and having babies like left and right. So I don't know what's going on.
So Nick Cannon, first of all, I just want to say something about that. Nick Cannon must be making a very substantial amount of money, dog, because not only do he keep having kids and he taking care of all them kids, he's still taking care of all the mamas too, though. Like
So
his chick must be
Let
pretty.
me ask you a question. He taking care of the mom. Does that mean he still get the fuck?
I would assume that he probably is. Maybe not. I could be wrong and shit. I think he probably smashing all of them except Mariah.
Really?
Yeah, probably Mariah.
You can't hit
Probably over that shit.
Mariah? Oh,
Probably
you got
not. She probably
to
over
have
it.
Mariah.
He probably want to, but he can't.
No.
But no, he's taking care of all of them though. So you got to be getting a pretty decent check out of all them damn shows he doing.
Right. He on everything. America Got Talent. He got everything, right?
Yeah, he got everything. And then the crazy thing about like all the moms, all the baby moms he got, like they all like cool. Like they know what type of shit he on and they like fuck it. Like I don't know.
Right. So one of my favorite cartoons as a child, Scooby-Doo.
Bro.
Wilma is confirmed as a lesbian in the new Scooby-Doo.
So first of all, I thought she was probably a lesbian any fucking way. So it don't surprise me or no shit like that.
Well,
but does her sexual preference have to be a thing? Probably not. Like it's a fucking cartoon.
right.
Is it important to specify that she's a lesbian? Maybe not, but in today's society, shit, I guess is a thing. But I kind of figured like out of all of them, she probably would be lesbian and shit. I just, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, because I always kind of felt like her and Daphne used to be slipping away, giving each other, munching carpets and shit. I kind of figured they both was kind of on some dyke shit.
So she's a lesbian, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here she is.
Dog, they did not do that, bro.
That's her
They
right
did not do that, bro. First of all, you would never make a cartoon that fucking sexy. Scooby Doo, nigga.
I must have downloaded the wrong Scooby
Yeah,
Doo.
that's got to be the porn site, bro. They are fooling.
Wilma looks greater than ever.
Dog, they clowning. People got too much time on their hands, bro. I swear to God.
Yeah.
Gotta be.
I
See,
downloaded.
that's what Connie said.
I downloaded the wrong Scooby Doo.
Connie said she always thought she was gay too. I told you, like it's believable. It's believable, dog. It's believable that she has some lesbian tendencies at least.
Right.
But the fact that they made it a whole situation, like that part, I guess it's important for inclusion and all that shit.
So Brad Pitt sources say Angelina has poisoned my kid against me. She's on a hate campaign. So this hits home personally very close to me because I have an 18-year-old. She lives with me now, but she did recently live with her mother.
Right.
But my 12-year-old lives with my ex-wife.
Mm-hmm.
It's unfortunately that when you separate or get a divorce, that other person, and Tori, she could be on here, but that other person poisons or manipulates your children to think he's a bad guy. I think that's the worst thing, especially if you're a celebrity. Like, what the fuck? Why would you, you know what I mean? Like, my whole thing is like, hey, we didn't work out. Move the fuck on. Like, I don't get that because, sometimes, I can't see my daughter because my ex-wife doesn't like my current girlfriend. I just don't understand that. Like, I just don't know why women and men, right? Why women and
men like that too.
Vindictive when it comes to having children. Like, someone posted the other day and they said, "Be careful who you have kids with." That is so true, right?
It is true.
You don't got no kids, but you got to be careful who the fuck you have kids with.
You do.
Because
you have
they
to.
were immature when you had them. They're gonna be still fucking immature when you're not with them.
It's gonna be worse, right? It's gonna be worse, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, human beings are human beings. You have whatever reaction that you might have with a relationship, but at the end of the day, you can fucking hate my guts, but that honestly shouldn't. I know it's probably easier said than done, but that shouldn't have anything to do with the handling of these kids and shit. You can fucking hate my guts.
Right.
You can wish that I die and shit, but like at the end of the day, we gotta do this for the kids. Like we ain't got to be everything got to be hunky dory, but like
I'm not asking you to have a cup of coffee with my girlfriend.
Exactly.
I'm not even asking you to have lesbo sex with my girlfriend, but at the same time, like just be cordial. Like
be cordial. That's it.
Be cordial.
Yeah, that's it.
It's so hard to co-parent. It's so hard to co-parent with somebody that you cannot get along with.
Yeah, and it's got to be that, and that's the unfortunate thing. Some people are great at it. You know what I'm saying? Even when they don't necessarily,
but I think it might be a white. I gotta be honest with you. I think it might be a white thing because I have some white friends. I got some white friends. They live with their ex-wife and their girlfriend, and everybody's like
everybody cool
household, and they're getting along, and one's taking the kid to school, and they're like a team. Like, I'm like, what did I do? I stuck my dick in the wrong fucking hole. Like, what's going on? Like, I heard they're like, great. Oh, you don't see your son? That's great. You don't pay me child support? That's great. You're awesome. Like,
right.
What did I do?
Right.
I'm just saying, is that a white thing where like the fucking ex-wife lives with the girlfriend and the new boyfriend? Like,
I never actually seen.
I don't see a Mexican girl, first of all, living with her ex-husband and the girlfriend, or a black girlfriend.
Right.
Yeah, and a black girl. They'd be like, bitch, what, you lose your mind?
Right. Yeah, I don't see how that works out. Connie said, I couldn't stand my ex-husband at times, but I never talk shit in front of the kids. I always said they will see for themselves when they get older. Now the 18-year-old sees for herself. These fucking females kill me. That's for sure though. Yeah, and that's the thing. If your ex is like a for
And
real
that's funny because
asshole,
I'm going to stop you there. My 18, 19-year-old,
mm.
Connie and Connie's daughter, my daughter, they're cousins.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So yeah, so one's 6 months older than the other.
Mhm.
Yeah, my almost 19-year-old now, she's like, yeah, my mom
Right.
definitely
Yeah,
meets.
she's who she
Yeah,
is.
yeah, but
Right.
go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
no, that's what I was gonna say. So yeah, you get yeah, what was I saying? Ah, fuck, I kind of forgot what I was
Some of
saying
the
though.
emails and then
Yeah. Was it something about the age and shit? Now I just completely lost it. Fucking
that's
train of
okay.
thought just gone. Damn, what the fuck was I about to say
But
though?
but they definitely do see because I mean
Yeah, that was it.
me
That's
and
it.
my
Yeah.
daughter me and my daughter we have an on and off relation. I love her to death. She's a
Mm,
spoiled rotten kid. I love her, right?
yeah.
But we bump heads. We got kind of the same personality.
Right.
But is she better with me? I think so.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
No, but yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It is definitely the case. Like even if your ex, just in general, not yours specifically, but if your ex is like, for lack of a better term, a bad person, at some point that child will see that without you having to tell them. You know what I'm saying? So that I can definitely understand that part. So even with some of the women who are vindictive like that, it's like if you got a deadbeat, ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or whatever or baby daddy, like at some point that shit will become obvious to the kid. Like you don't have to give her that information. Like she will find out eventually. So I don't know.
Right. Yeah. Definitely find out eventually. Definitely find out eventually. I'm
She
trying to
said
get.
sorry to say I'm his ex-wife's cousin. Just saying.
And
It's
it's
funny.
funny though, and so you think, and I don't mean to roll her on their bus, but I'm gonna be a
Mhm.
bus driver and I'm gonna back the fuck over her, right? So
Wow.
it's funny. I talk to a lot of her relatives that don't talk to her.
Yeah. Well,
So hey, you
that's a
know what?
sign right there. Right.
That's got to mean a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah, that means a lot. If your own
Yeah,
family don't want you. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Definitely
I
means a
talk.
lot.
I talk to her sister. Her sister don't even talk to her.
Damn, that's all
What does
cold.
that say? What does that say about that person?
Yeah, it says a lot, though. It
Yeah.
kind of does. So, yeah.
that that says that
Hey,
says a
look, the best of luck with her. The best
yeah.
of luck.
The only thing I can tell you is I know you probably don't want to have any kids at this point or going further or in the future, but you definitely got to stick. You got to be careful
Oh,
because I
you
think
do.
when you were little or when you were younger, not little, when you were younger, you were fucking and you didn't think about getting a girl pregnant.
Hmm.
But as you reflect, you're like, damn, you really got to be selective who you get a fucking girl
Yeah.
pregnant nowadays. You
Yeah,
really,
definitely could have went the wrong way a couple times.
yeah. Oh, it could have been wrong. It could have been.
Yeah. Definitely could have went
You
the
say,
wrong way a
when you
couple
say
times.
that, it's like, yeah, I dodged a bullet,
Yeah, like
or
I dodged a bullet for real. Like, yeah.
because she was crazy.
No, I think that after a while you just kind of really, you start noticing how because like for me, all of the women that or yeah, most of the women that I've encountered always had their own, their own kids. So then you start kind of just noticing how they are with the kids they have now. And then you kind of look at that some of that shit in hindsight, like, damn, yeah, I'm probably better off not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because
So when I was younger, I used to avoid, and I don't know if this was just being me, but I
mm-hmm,
would avoid if a girl had kids, I
mm-hmm.
would fuck her and I would leave, and I
Get the
wouldn't
fuck
call
on,
her
huh?
anymore, right? Because I just didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm like, you got
Yeah.
kids, but now that I'm in my,
Yeah, we old now. Like
yeah,
everybody
we
got
all. And
kids.
I'm like,
Yeah.
if I find a fucking 35-year-old that don't have any kids, what's wrong with her?
Right.
Is she a lesbian? What's going on? Like,
Right.
you
Is
like,
she Velma?
yeah, is she something wrong with her? Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but when I was 25, and if a girl had, I come over and she got a kid and diaper,
Hmm.
I'm like, I was running for the hills. I would like,
Yeah.
okay, I would hit it and then
They
leave,
get the
but
fuck out.
yeah,
Yeah.
get the fuck out. Like and I would make sure that I wouldn't get her pregnant. But
Right.
uh, I'm just saying you got to definitely be aware of who you
You
getting
do.
someone pregnant because
You do.
man, it could
You
be.
damn near gotta check their whole history.
But
Like
now, yeah, but you didn't think
mental
about that.
capacity, everything. Shit.
I mean, my mom told me, she goes, a knife in it, and I think must have heard it from somewhere, but a knife full of passion will give you a lifetime of pain. And
Hell yeah.
that means a lot.
It does.
It does. It
Hey, even
does.
though I knew that, I still fucked up a whole lot of times.
Fucked up a whole
A
lot of
whole
times.
lot of times. We old now that we
So,
make better decisions.
yeah, you make better decisions, but
Yeah, for
tequila's a
sure.
motherfucker. It'll make you make some bad decisions.
Tequila and Hennessy,
Yeah.
for sure.
Fat Joe discusses his use of the N-word, addresses calling out Irvin Gotti over Ashanti comments. What's going on with this? They keep going back and forth. He was on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Did you catch his interview?
I was actually, I did. I watched it today before, right before this. And I think both of those things he addressed. I think that the thing about shit, Latinos, Mexicans, and fucking Puerto Ricans and shit is like, especially in New York, it's like there's not a clearly defined area, like, because like a lot of Latinos grew up with black people, like this just they the same person, like, you know what I'm saying, like we kind of in the same box, you know what I'm saying, like. So when Fat Joe say nigga, I don't think nothing of it. Like it's weird that people do, and then like maybe it's weird that I don't see nothing of it. Like I don't know. But for me, like it's not a thing. And then the thing with Ashanti, like he kind of mentioned that, but really the thing about Ashanti was just like, you know, that's his. He referred to her as his little sister, and he just felt like Irv was like doing too much. So even though him and Irv is friends, he still felt like it was his responsibility to check him because, like, you know, that's his little sister or whatever. Which is like what men do. Like when we friends and I feel like you disrespected me or somebody that I love, like I check you. Then we move on with our lives and shit. I think people making it like, oh shit, this is some kind of beef. Like you shouldn't have said. And they're like, no, it's just grown ass men checking each other because dog just got out of hand. Like he got all drunk and he still love her. And he don't know what to do. He don't know how to deal with the shit. So his mans was just like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Cut that shit out. That's regular hood shit. That's why a lot of shit I don't understand when outside, and when I say outside, I mean media that's not urban, when they get attached to shit like that, because like it's regular shit. It's just it's a conversation that's had between two men. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Fat Joe, the other thing they were saying about when he was on Charlemagne's other show or some shit. I think it was the TV show, and he was talking about how, and this is some shit that we say all the time. He basically was like, if you go be out here robbing motherfuckers, just rob them, don't kill them. Dog, this is shit that we have said our whole life. Then the media jumped on him like, are you encouraging people to rob people? Like, dog, in real life, people gonna get robbed. That's never gonna stop. But like, if you go steal something from somebody, just steal shit. Don't kill them. Like we've been saying that forever.
Right.
So I don't know.
I think a lot
outside
of
media get involved.
if you're me and you were talking on this podcast and people that are on radio talking podcast, it's just cooler talk. It's just people just shooting the shit, telling how people feel, and that's it. But white media gets a hold of it and say, "Oh, hey, what's going on here? There's the beef. Oh, no, it's on. You know, it's on this new show, and it just caused a rift with people, and it was just they were just asking them a question.
They just asked him a question. That was it. That's all that shit. Just I hate it. I hate it. Like we have, especially with this medium, like podcasts and shit like that, we have a medium where it's not regulated, so we feel the freedom to be able to say a lot of shit, but then you get reminded that the rest of the world still don't really want you to say what's on your mind, and that's kind of fucked up.
They don't.
They don't, not for real.
Because imagine if you could say your mind on real radio.
Shit, it wouldn't be no radio.
They would lose. I mean, they would
lose advertisers every day.
Yeah, they would lose advertising.
Yeah,
I mean, look at Howard Stern. I mean, he had to go from radio to Sirius because because it's just too much. Some people will want your advertise on your show, and some people won't. They're like, no, that's just bad. You know,
right? We don't you get plenty of viewers, plenty of listeners, but nobody to spend money, and then the corporation don't want to hear nothing about that shit.
Yeah, nothing. So third rapper shot in L.A., killed in L.A. County less than a month, was found dead in a planter. What the hell is going on in L.A.?
Bro, first of all, I'm about to sound like white media on this one. I ain't even gonna hold you up. I went looking at dog videos like he hella gang related. Like I don't know what the fuck he was on. Like I want to say his last single was called like Gang Banging. Like that was the name of the song. Like bro, yeah, these motherfuckers they live in their life and they trying to be rappers instead of being rappers, and like they doing it in reverse. Like I don't
Banging
know, they
on
doing
wax.
too much.
Banging on wax.
Yeah, like but they really
So,
banging still.
if you're a banger and you become a rapper and you become, maybe a successful rapper, don't you leave that gang shit behind?
You would think so, but no, like even Game didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, shit, for the most part, until Snoop got old, like shit, he didn't either. So I don't know. Yeah, that LA shit is just different. That LA shit different. That culture is just different. I can't explain it, and I don't even. I done got to the point now, like I don't even think I want to understand it. I don't. I think I'm just gonna let them have it.
Because if I was a rapper and I made my first million, I'm moving the fuck out of the hood. You can call me a
Yeah,
sellout or not. I'm
yeah.
moving to the hills. See you later. I'm gonna be living next door to Ted. Hi,
And
Ted. How are you?
you
Yeah.
can move to the hills, but you still gotta wave that flag though.
You do?
Yeah,
Why?
because that's
I'm
gang
gonna,
shit.
I'm gonna be I'm gonna be the Game on my first album, and I'm gonna be Will motherfucking Smith on my second album.
Because you see, gang. I mean, gang still fly his flag though. Like shit.
I know, but see, that's what I don't understand,
I
because
don't
I
know.
think if you
Yeah.
made it, and you made your money.
And like he barely made it. Like he almost died,
Yeah,
and
but
he's
don't you
still
think?
claiming it.
Don't you think it's time for you to give, especially if Game's not? I think he's in his 40s, right, already.
Yeah, or it got to be
Yeah,
close to it because he like our
yeah,
age. Yeah,
yeah. I would definitely just be giving that up. I mean, you said Snoop Dogg at the same time or whatever.
yeah.
Uh, he's still fucking the Super Bowl. He's wearing his Crip
Still wearing
colors.
his crib shit. Right, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
I just
that's what
I
I'm
just
saying.
think that some people take it too seriously, and
Yeah, and that's what he said. So I saw when he was recently on Drink Champs. I actually had just started watching it because it came on next after the Fat Joe joint, and he was saying how they were saying how he doing all this Crip shit inside Inglewood. Inglewood is notoriously blood territory, and he was saying like the thing is that he still represent his gang, but he just not into the banging side of it no more and shit, right?
well,
So
what does that mean?
that just means that like he still representing his set, but he not banging and shit. Like so
Yeah,
it
but
ain't.
if you are banging, what does that mean? You're like, wait a minute, that doesn't even make no sense. Are you with us or you're not with us? Like,
No, I mean it just means you're just not active and shit, which is I think is the word that they use in LA and shit.
not
Was active.
active.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's almost like being in the military, right? So you like active
Really?
duty,
Yeah,
or you a
that's
veteran.
dumb as fuck. That's dumb as
I mean,
fuck.
but it's hey, look, I can't explain it because it's their culture. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can't explain it, and I don't think nobody who
I mean, this
hasn't.
ain't the motherfucking Peace Corps where you just retire. Like, I don't get
I
it.
mean, that's the way they make it seem, though. That's literally the way they make it seem. Like
So
you a retired
if you
veteran,
retire from the Bloods, does that mean I could go into Crip neighborhood and be like, hey, how you doing? And I
and,
wave
and
my
that's what he
flag,
said. He
and
said
I
that he
have
got blood cousins.
right, and
So
I have
like
my handkerchief hanging out. And hey, you know what, guys? Don't make sure you don't shoot me because I'm retired. I'm inactive.
I
What is
mean,
that?
that's kind of the way he explained it, dog. And I know it don't
Really?
make sense, right? And I don't think it will ever make sense to people outside of that culture, like because I'm
Yeah.
way
Because,
outside that culture, bro.
we shot him. Oh, he was an inactive member. We fucked up.
No, seriously though, I think that's how that shit work. Though it's kind of like it's
That
like
don't
the
make
military, right?
that don't make no fucking sense to
So like
me.
you're
Is there,
retired.
is there an inactive color they have to wear? The fuck?
I don't know. I can't even answer that.
Is
That's
it
how he
is it
explained it.
is it is it more of a brighter red or a lighter blue? I don't get it.
Right. I think it's
Hey,
kind of like
that's an inactive blood. Oh, okay. Well, let him go then.
like I'm sure ain't nobody pressing Snoop. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like they might still press game though. I'm not sure because he be feeling like he active to me though. Like I feel like he still shoot people on the weekends. Like I'm not even sure for real.
You said he's
I feel
torturing
like
motherfuckers
it.
on the weekend. What are you doing
I'm,
this weekend, game? I'm probably cutting a guy's finger off in the basement. It's okay.
I feel like he is though. He probably
Hey,
not, but
don't forget to be in the studio on Monday to cut that track.
right.
Okay.
Cause Snoop ain't banging. He's somewhere recording shit with Martha Stewart. You know what I'm saying? Like he retired.
He's fucking Martha Stewart, isn't
I don't know about all that though. He just made that up.
he?
Hell no.
Martha
But yeah,
Stewart.
that's the way
Did
they
he talk
explain
to
it.
her when
I
she
don't
was
know.
in jail? Did Snoop talk to Martha Stewart when she was in jail? Hey, Martha,
I
how is
don't
it going?
know. Did he though?
Yeah.
Probably.
They released a video the other day. What was it like being Martha Stewart behind bars? And I'm like,
Yeah.
this bitch probably had fucking better life than most people have on the outside.
I'm
The
pretty
fuck are
sure.
they talking about it? So
I'm
the
pretty
woman
sure.
of King softened the truth. I haven't watched this of slave trades. The Woman King, directed by Gina Prince, Bywood, written by
Vitalwood, Prince
Mark.
Vitalwood. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you watch that movie? I wanted to see it,
I
but
haven't seen it yet. I did want to see it. It's just all of the talk surrounding it just makes me want to, find out more about the story. I'm still gonna watch the movie though. Should I
shit,
watch movies for entertainment.
I gotta be honest with you. When I saw the trailer, I thought it was Wakanda, the second part.
That's what it looked
Shit,
like.
I did.
That's
I
what it
was like,
looked like. Yeah.
oh, this is some different movie. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
Like,
That's what it
you
looked like for sure.
you don't be doing some shit like this no more.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna watch it though, still, but I'm also gonna figure out what they talking about too, though.
Was this based on a book?
It's based on some real life shit, I guess. So
Oh, real life shit. Okay.
yeah, it's real life shit. Yeah, so that's why I said I guess originally the original clan or tribe, I guess you'd call it, were a part of the slave trade and shit. So like this is like supposedly historical fact. I haven't researched none of this, but evidently this is the case. So I kind of just want to know what the story is behind it. But it's not gonna make me want to see the movie or not see it though. Like if I'm gonna go see it, I'm gonna go see it regardless.
Right. So I'm going to give you some insight. For a 7-year-old, I had a conversation with my 12-year-old last night. We're talking. She's,
Mhm.
telling me about she's working on these paper stuff. She's like, "Oh, we originally, I just did an essay on Frederick Douglass," and I go, "What?"
Okay.
I was like, "What?
Yeah.
Did you just say Frederick Douglass?" And she
Yeah.
goes, "Yeah." And I'm like, "Are they teaching Frederick Douglass in school now?" Like, I didn't like. I was blown
Are they?
away. I'm like,
I doubt
"That's
it.
great that they're
Yeah.
teaching that stuff," And
Are they
I was
actually teaching or she just chose it?
no. She said that the teacher was talking about it, and I'm like,
Oh shit.
"Wow, I can't
Okay.
believe
Yeah.
this. You guys are talking about
I'm
somebody." I
surprised.
know when I went to school, they wouldn't even fucking mention in the history books.
Hell no.
Yeah,
Not
so I
even
was
mention.
not even mentioned. So I was just like blown away when she said,
Yeah.
"Yeah, we're writing a paper about Frederick Douglass," and I
Yeah.
was like, "Wow, that's pretty amazing."
I think the
So
most they might mention in our history books was that he was an abolitionist, and that was probably
right,
about it.
yeah,
Hell
yeah,
yeah.
that was it. That was
He slayed the shit out of motherfuckers for 2 days. They didn't say that.
yeah. But yeah, she was telling me that she was writing it, and I was like, man, I finally, I don't know if they're getting it right in
Mhm.
school, but finally they're trying to maybe open up the history books and not just
Yeah.
talk about George Washington and Abraham Lincoln freed the slaves and that
Right.
was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. For sure. So yeah, you got to start somewhere. You know what I'm
You got
saying?
to start somewhere. Yeah.
For sure.
So,
Yeah. Cause
well, I probably want to watch this movie because it looked like the preview or the one they showed. I thought it was pretty interesting, so I got to watch it.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, and I still it just made me curious to find out like what the real story is behind the whole movie. So,
yeah,
just for my own education. That's all. I just want to know what's going on.
what's going on?
Yeah.
So what's going on with you? You're not working on anything besides the podcast?
Just doing the podcast stuff. I'm also still been working on doing this documentary about sleep apnea. I actually
Okay.
partnered with an organization out of Los Angeles. It's Lofta. Yeah, Lofta is the name of the place. It's like a sleep apnea. I don't even know what you want to call it because it's like a resource center because they not only do the machines, but they also have therapy and they have therapists there to help you find the right sleep study resources and all that type of shit. So, actually, next week or week after next, they actually coming out here, because they film things for their company, like to do like little stories on people with sleep apnea. So they actually go fly out here and do a story for me, which is cool because like whatever footage they take, I get to actually keep and use for my own footage for my documentary as well. So that's coming up in a couple of weeks. So yeah, that's kind of all I'm working on right now, aside from the the podcast stuff.
Are you are you still with the sleep apnea? Do you
Oh, for
have to?
sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I probably should just lose some weight and stop using this shit. But right now, yeah, I'm stuck
That
with it.
is that what helped you? Because I know my brother used to have that, and then he
Not
lost
all
a
the
lot.
time though. Not all the
Really?
time. Yeah, not all
Not
the time
all.
because I got a buddy or a couple buddies who were in the army, and one of them who's like a small dude, and like he still has it. So like I don't know. I think
Hmm.
from them it just comes from fucked up sleep habits from when they, because both of them was like an active duty where they was like killing motherfuckers and shit. So that's probably why they can't sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, they say, we're talking sleep, and you're talking about sleep studies. My
Mhm.
daughter has she says she has insomnia or whatever.
Insomnia.
But yeah, but I always tell her, turn your phone off about an hour before you go to bed.
Mhm.
Have peace and quiet because
Yeah.
she's young and she's constantly on her phone and
You got to
she,
turn your brain off to go to
yeah, you
sleep.
got to turn your brain
Yeah,
off, right?
for sure.
So
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
I mean, she has trouble sleeping. I know
Yeah.
she's she doesn't smoke weed, but I know when she comes down in the middle of the night, like I wake up in the morning and
Uh-huh.
fucking cabinets are not closed. I'm like, she came down and she had the munchies. Like she
Yeah.
has munchies in the middle of the night, and I'm like, I said, you need to stop waking up and eating sugar and then trying to go back to bed. That's why you don't
Right.
sleep, right?
That's
So
defeating the purpose for sure.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
gonna be
I'm
hard to go back to sleep.
yeah, oh man, my kid. Ever since she was little, I would catch her in the kitchen in the middle of the night trying to eat something.
Yeah.
I'm like, "What are you doing?" I said, "Because you don't eat right during the day. That's why you're eating up at 2 a.m. hungry." You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I've
Yeah.
never got up in the middle of the night and be like, "God damn, I need to have a steak." I don't know
Dog,
about
me neither, dog. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like
you.
I did all my fat eating in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
I was not getting up in the middle of the night to eat, bro. Like
Yeah,
I'm not
because I
doing
know
that.
a lot of buddies that are like that. They wake up in the middle of the night and they're like, "I'm hungry," and they be in the kitchen cooking breakfast, and I'm like,
Yeah.
and then they go back to sleep. I'm like, I can't. If I'm up, I'm
I
up. I'm
will
not. I'm not
I
going back
will
to
wake up
sleep.
in the middle of the night and drink a whole lot of pop, though. I do that shit. Though. I got that shit like a narcotic.
Yeah,
I got quit pop, though. Yeah, I will wake up in the middle of the night and drink pop, though. I will do
for
that.
real.
Yeah.
Never you be up all night.
Hey, most people wake up and they drink water in the middle of the night. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm busting
I
down
don't
the
know. When I'm
Pepsi for
asleep,
sure.
I fucking
You just sleep.
my girlfriend makes fun of me because I'm talking to her in mid sentence, just
You
like a
gone.
senior citizen. I'm gone. I'm gone. Like, she's like, babe. I'm like I'm out. Like I
Right.
sleep like a brick. Like
Yeah.
tornado, hurricane,
You out.
Florida. Florida couldn't wake me up. I'm out. I
Right.
fucking go to bed. Like I'm out. And then I wake up at 7 in the morning. I'm like, hey, hello, what you doing? She's like, I'm asleep. Leave me alone. I'm like,
Right.
well, you got your motherfucking 8 hours of sleep. You went into REM sleep. You fucking
Right.
had fucking great dreams, and you wake up like I don't know. I don't know. Is it most women are just not morning people? I don't know about that.
I mean, some women are though. Like
Some
just
of them
depending on
are.
what they do.
I told her, I said, just jump up. Just jump the fuck up, and
Oh
then you'll
hell
be all
no.
right. And she'd be like, I'm gonna break a motherfucking ankle. You jump up. What are you talking
Right.
about? I
Man,
just,
hell yeah.
I
We
just,
old now. I
I
get
just.
up and I sit on the side of the bed, bro. Like,
You sit, how long you sit on the side of the
no,
bed?
it depends on what that morning feeling like. Now I might be sitting there for about 20 minutes, bro. Like I'm fucking around.
So you just sitting there, or you looking
No,
at the phone?
like sometimes it depends. Like, depending on what side of the bed I get out of, right? So like it's one
What do you
side of my
mean? There's
bed
a
that's
left or there's a right? What do you mean?
yeah, yeah, for sure. So if I get out on the one side, it's facing the closet, right? So it's not so sometimes if I sit there, I'll just be looking on my phone. But the other way is a window. So if I get out that way, sometimes I just sit there and look outside.
Really?
Just fucking sit there. Yeah, dog. Hey, but what's weird though, I do that going to sleep too though. Like
Really?
I can't just go to sleep. Like I usually sit there and like nigga, I think. Sometimes I just think. Like
Really?
I've
So
caught
before
myself
that,
like
before
staying.
a girlfriend and before when you had your weekend fox or whatever, I would just rub one out and go to bed. It's just like a baby. I just like a baby, just like
You stupid.
be done.
No, I do that shit though. Like I still do that shit to this day. Like I don't see how people just like go and just crash. Like I sit on the side of the bed and think about shit, and sometimes you get too caught up in your thoughts and shit. It'd be too hard to go to sleep. But other
See, I don't
times,
have that
just
problem. When I lay down, I go to fuck to sleep.
yeah,
I don't have that problem. It's just like, you go to sleep in like 10 seconds. What do you
yeah,
want?
right.
Uh,
Yeah, I can't do that.
I just go fuck to sleep. I don't know. I just don't have that. I don't have that situation because my daughter, she's like, it takes her hard to go to bed and then stay to bed. And like I said, I don't usually have that. If I get up, I'll take a piss, lay the fuck back down.
Yeah. Once I'm gone, I'm gone. But like if I'm see like here, I'm upstairs from everything, right? But when I was at my apartment and I was on the first floor, I would get up and piss and drink pop, like what I'm saying, to go back to sleep. But now it's like I'm not going downstairs to drink pop, so I'm straight.
You straight. You ain't walking
Yeah, I'm straight.
down.
I ain't doing all that shit.
You're walking downstairs and walking back up.
Hell no, shit. It's a wrap for that shit.
Yeah, because I would be woke up if I had to do the walk downstairs.
Yeah, if you got to do all that, yeah.
Yeah, you might as well just fucking stay up. Like,
But when you're on the first floor though, and the bathroom like right off from the kitchen, like let me get a swig of this Pepsi right quick. Then I'm gonna go back to sleep. Hell yeah.
That's all I got, man. I don't know. Tori must not had a good signal, or she was busy talking to somebody. I don't know. She was kind of like R2D2 for a minute.
Right, sound like a robot.
Burp, 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 burp. That's all I got. Where can we follow you, IQ?
Check me out on everything on eblockradio.com. Of course, here on Wednesday nights on Word on the Street podcast, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on eblockradio.com, and on IG at q.lewis313. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Q Lewis holding it down live from the 48205, man. Red Zone, baby.
Yeah, you can follow me everywhere on Drake Swift on all platforms. Just make sure you guys are always washing your hands and washing that ass. Let me hit this video. We're out. Peace out, man. Stay safe.
All right, my dog. Holla at you.